Hello everyone. In this video we are going to study how to solve some numerical problems in natural convections. The first problem is a hot plate 1 meter by 0.5 meter at 130 degrees Celsius is kept vertically in still air at 20 degrees Celsius. Find heat transfer coefficient, initial rate of cooling the plate in degrees Celsius per minute, time required for cooling plate from 180 degrees Celsius if the heat transfer is due to convection only. Given mass of the plate is 20 kg and Cp of the plate is 400 joule per kilogram Kelvin. Assume 0.5 meter side is vertical and that of the heat transfer coefficient calculated in the first problem above remains constant and convection takes place from both sides of the plates. The properties are at 75 degrees Celsius are Cp, rho, K and nu are given. So the solution is, first given data are area of plate, it is 1 by 0.5 equal to 0.5 meter square. Then surface area of the plate Ts is equal to 130 degrees Celsius. Ambient air temperature is 20 degrees Celsius. Mass of plate is 20 kg and Cp so given. So from the given data, first we can find out Prandtl number. Prandtl number is equal to mu Cp by K. Since substituting the value, we'll get 0.709, and this is a vertical plate. These are the details. From both sides convection is occurring. Now if we calculate Grashof number, the L cube, L is the length, characteristic length, it is 0.5, G, beta is 1 by Tf in Kelvin and Ts minus T infinity divided by nu square. So if you multiply GRPR for deciding whether it's a laminar or turbulent, you'll get a 0.75 into 10 raised to 9. The heat transfer coefficient for the vertical plate is, since the value is the range of 10 raised to 4 to and 10 raised to 9, from data book page number 144, we can utilize this equation in order to calculate the average Nusselt number. So average Nusselt number is equal to average heat transfer coefficient HL by K. So substituting the values and finally finding the H bar, it is H bar is equal to 5.66 watt per meter square. So we have calculated the heat transfer average heat transfer coefficient. The second question was initial rate of cooling the plate in degrees Celsius per minute. So rate of cooling means it is delta T per minute. So from the available data, we know that heat transfer is occurring from both sides. For single side, the heat transfer usually we calculate by HA delta T. Since the heat transfer is occurring from both sides, we will multiply this term with 2. So 2 into HA delta T. So this is the actual heat transfer, total heat transfer occurring in the situation. And we can also know the equation for heat transfer, Q is equal to mCp delta T, where delta is T is the rate of cooling. M is the mass of that plate, Cp is the Cp of that plate. So substituting the values, the delta T will be 0.0778 degree Celsius per second. If we convert it into per minute by multiplying into 60, it will be 4.668 degree Celsius per minute. So this is the answer for second question. Now the time required for cooling plate from 180 degrees Celsius to 80 degrees Celsius. In order to calculate the time rate to get the plate cool from 180 degree to 80 degrees Celsius, we have to consider two equations. We know that the net heat transfer is the instantaneous heat transfer from the plate is 2 into HA delta T, where delta T is T minus T infinity. T is the surface temperature of the plate, which can be equated to minus Cp dt by d tau, where tau is the time. So this is instantaneous. So the heat transfer from a particular temperature to next temperature, at heat transfer, we can integrate this equation in such a way that first we will rearrange it so that only dt will be remain in one side and the remaining term will come to other side. So if we take dt to this side, it will be, and integrating it, 0 to tau d tau. The remaining terms are this minus mcp divided by 2HA into dt by T minus T infinity. The temperature difference is 180 to 80 degrees Celsius. So now we will integrate it. So upon integration, it is in the form of 1 by x. So it will be ln x, and differential form of this one. The differential form of this one will be 1 only. So what will remain? ln T minus T infinity. So upon applying limit T1 and T2, it will be ln T2 minus T infinity by T1 minus T infinity. Here it will be T minus T0, 0. So it will be tau only, the time. So this is the term we need to calculate. Tau is equal to, now we can substitute all the known values, where T1 and T2 are 180 degree and 80 degree. Upon substitution, we will get the time of 1386 second or 0.385 hours. Next problem is a horizontal high pressure steam pipe of 10 cm outside diameter passes through a large room whose wall and air are at 20 degrees Celsius. The pipe outside surface temperature is 165 degrees Celsius and its emissivity is 0.85. Estimate the heat loss from the pipe per unit length. Use the following correlation for filling coefficient. And this Nusselt number correlation is given, and where Rayleigh number correlation is also given, and these are the given properties. So we need to find the heat loss from the pipe per unit length. Since in the problem the pipe emissivity value is given, that means along with the convection, radiation heat transfer also occurring. So we'll go for the solution method. The given data are diameter of pipe, temperatures, properties of air. Now we know that since emissivity is given, we will consider the heat transfer from radiation also. So the total heat transfer Q will be the sum of convective heat transfer plus radiative heat transfer. The radiative heat transfer is equal to epsilon A sigma T S raised to 4 minus T A raised to 4, where A is the surface area of the pipe for radiative heat transfer, or the peripheral area of the pipe. It will be pi d into L. Sigma is the Stefan Boltzmann constant. So all the temperature should be in Kelvin. If you take the Stefan Boltzmann constant value is only 5.56, we can divide it by 100, and it is raised to 4 is there, so it will be same. 10 to the minus 6 will come here otherwise. So calculate the radiative heat transfer from the equation. Now we have to calculate convective heat transfer. The convective heat transfer is equal to HA delta T where delta T is the surface temperature minus ambient temperature. But we don't know the value of H. In order to calculate H, definitely we have to use Nusselt number. We can calculate the Rayleigh number value, and the Nusselt number correlations are given in the problem. So just substitute the values. Finally, you will get a Nusselt number. Nusselt number is equal to HD by K. From this one, find the value of H. Now then calculate H convection, substituting the value of H in this equation. So we will get the H convection. Now hence the total heat transfer Q is equal to the the radiative heat transfer plus convective heat transfer. So this is the total heat transfer from the pipe. Next problem is about a flat plate. So far we have discussed only about vertical cylinder and vertical plates. This is a flat plate problem, horizontal plate problem. Calculate the rate of heat loss from the top and bottom of a flat 1 meter square horizontal restaurant grill heated to 227 degrees Celsius in ambient air at 27 degrees Celsius. So the given data, the surface temperature, the ambient temperature. Now when we need to calculate the heat transfer from horizontal plate, the characteristic length you have to take care. Here the characteristic length is area by perimeter, which is equal to L square. One side length is square plate, so L square by perimeter is 4 into L, since it is a square plate. So it will be L by 4, so 0.25. So don't take directly 1 meter as its length. Here we need to calculate the characteristic length. So it is L by 4 is equal to 0.25 meter. Once we get the length, the other parameters are given. We can calculate the Grashof number into Prandtl number, where the beta value is 1 by film temperature in Kelvin, and all other parameters are here. So we will get Grashof number into Prandtl number is equal to 7.4 into 10 raised to 7. So from the table, page number 144, section 2.11, since the Grashof number range is coming between 10 raised to 6 and 10 raised to 11, we have to take the second equation, which is Nusselt number is equal to 0.15 into Grashof Prandtl number raised to 0.333, and the condition is we are calculating the heat loss from the hot upper surface. So this is the equation. From this one we can calculate the H value. So 8.6 watt per meter square degree Celsius is the H value. Now for bottom surface, from same data table, page number 145, you can see the upper surface is cold and lower surface heated, and for the given that GRPR range, or the Rayleigh number range, we have the equation 0.27 GRPR raised to 0.25. so calculate the H value. So the value is 3.414 watt per meter square degree Celsius. Hence the heat transfer, the total heat transfer is HA delta T, where H is the total convection heat transfer point, which will be the previous the top surface H plus bottom surface H, which is equal to 8.6 plus 3.414 into area is the area of cross section of square plate, which is 1 meter per meter square, and delta T is the surface temperature minus ambient temperature. So ultimately the total heat loss from both the side of the plate is 2402.8 watts. So 2 points we need to remember here. One is taking the H value. and the other one is calculating the characteristic length. So these are the peculiarity of horizontal plate problems. Next one is a problem related to horizontal cylinder. A horizontal pipe 0.3 meter in diameter is maintained at a temperature of 250 degrees Celsius in a room where the ambient air is 15 degrees Celsius. Calculate the free convection it blows per meter length of the pipe. So given that as a diameter of the tube, then surface temperature and ambient temperature, length of the tube or cylinder. Now the film temperature is 250 plus 15 by 2, so it is nearly 130 degrees Celsius. So B is equal to 1 by TF, so this is the value 132.5 plus 273, so this is the value. And we can calculate the required properties from data table. Finally calculate GRPR, so it is coming 1.4 10 raised to 8. This is the general equation for Nusselt number is C into GRPR raised to M. The value of the C and M can be obtained from the range of Rayleigh number value. Since the Rayleigh number value is coming in 10 raised to 8 from the data table, we can get the value of C as 0.125 and M as 0.33. So this is the this is in page number 146, section 3.1. Substitute the values. So like that we will get the value of H. Finally Q is equal to HA delta T, always for cylinder. A is pi D into L. So this is the final answer. Now air stream at 24 degrees Celsius is flowing at 0.4 meter per second across a 100 watt bulb at 130 degrees Celsius. If the bulb is approximated by a 65 mm diameter sphere, calculate the heat transfer rate and a percentage of power loss due to convection. Actually, this is not a natural convection problem, since of flowing air is having some velocity. It's a forced convection problem. So these are the given data. So since it's a forced convection problem, we have to calculate the Reynolds number. So UD by nu, this is the diameter. For the range of Reynolds number 1250, from page number 128, we have the equation for flow over sphere as this one. Substitute the values. Finally, you'll get H value as like this, and finally the Q is equal to HA delta T, where A is equal to 4 pi r square, which is equal to 4 pi into d by 2 all square, or pi d square. And substitute the values. Finally we will get the answer as 17.33